I want you to know today I was going to talk about the upcoming big collection and sort of where we are and where things will be in terms of those. But today, Emily the show decided to do the most tone deaf and dumb thing I've ever seen a company do in my 30 some odd years of living. So we're going to talk about that today instead because they're idiots at this point and have no earthly clue what the hell they're doing, nor what probably is really going on. So we're going to talk about their dumb decision today. I'm sure you've seen it, but I'm going to be honest with you. This might be the final nail in the shit coffin that is MLB The Show 26. So those of you who have no idea what's going on, first off, congratulations. I applaud you for not being involved in this bullshit, for the lack of a better term. But let's backtrack a little bit. So a couple weeks ago, there was a glitch. I'm saying glitch. They can say exploit all they want. I'm not fault. It's legalese. We're not. we well, let's keep it a $1.50 here. What this really is. It was a glitch because I've heard plenty of people say this has been in since the beginning. So this is comical. But this was the statement, as you see there. It came out at 10:53. Today, we are taking action against a number of accounts that violated our TOS by participating in an exploit within the mini-season's activity. This step is the first in our enforcement efforts, and we reserve the right to take further action against accounts that participated in this, again, reason the word there, exploit, or any other violation of TOS. These actions help maintain a fair and balanced experience for all players and prevent similar violations in the future. We are also working on a fix that will restore the WBC mini-season rewards that were temporarily adjusted to mitigate this exploit. They used the word exploit 3 times. Now, let's break this thing down here from I guess the beginning of this whole thing. There was a glitch. I'm saying glitch. I've had people say and read and conversations with me that they said this was in from the beginning. This is not like an update that went awry. This allegedly was there from day one. And what ultimately happened, according to this person, I think you could go back and look on conversations I've had. Allegedly, what happened is there was a group of people who knew about this. They didn't say anything. And then one of the people in this group got upset and let the cat out of the bag. And then it went hog wild over that Saturday. It went everywhere. Sunday, it was gone. They cut out the reward to a single stub for the WC mini season. So effectively killing it, but it was a patch. They didn't know how to patch it. Obviously, we know this. So all they did was remove it and put a Band-Aid over it. And clearly they still don't know how to fix it because this mini season is dead, which is hilarious. Now, first thing I want to talk about the wording. I love the fact that they use exploit. Exploit is a legalese term, which ultimately means is, to their knowledge, they're saying this wasn't an intent that programmers didn't know about or foresaw, which, sure, all right, I'll let you have that. Granted, here's where I think this is them trying to cover their own ass. I think, personally, it was a glitch. I think, like most things in this game, they don't know how to fix because the engine, I think, is dying in real time. I think the way they made the game and how it changed this year is dying in front of our eyes. And what I mean by that is slow showdown menus. And by the way, there's a new showdown for Max Scherzer for 3,500 Ks. Those menus are slower than piss. It still will freeze momentarily when going to your program screens, the main one. It still freezes. Bots in ranked, bots on the market, 2 broken pitchers that we were aware of in Michael King and Josh Hader. And probably some other smaller things that we haven't really talked about. Now, what's hilarious is I've often compared this to another gotcha game I play, Dokkan Battle. Dokkan does ban waves all the time, but generally when they do the ban waves, it's generally after a grindy thing called World Tournament, where a lot of times bots will just run it for the player and they can kind of be hands off. This is what's funny is this is after the Weekend Classic, which I don't know if they, for whatever reason, the timing's weird in general because you'd think that it wouldn't take as long as it did for this. Now, granted, I have heard that they do have a way to track packs on players' accounts. I don't know exactly what they're going to do. Are they just going to look at people's account numbers and see how quickly they accrued tens of thousands of packs and start banning people? As of recording this, I haven't heard anyone say they got banned yet. So I don't know if this is a shot across the bow just to freak people out. But ultimately, allegedly, they're taking some kind of action against this. They're saying it's a TOS violation, which I think is comical that we have a cheating problem. We have teen names that are slurs in this game. We have nudity in rank alongside of this. And I know a lot of people say, well, those are based off of, reports of other players, which again, fair, but that those issues arise too. And this is the one we're taking with it. So I do want to spend a little bit of time here and just read what the community is saying at large. Kyle and Dimu. Kyle says, good work as always, guys. Do you mind taking 2 minutes to fix the game-breaking issues in your game before prioritizing banning all your consumers before for a mistake you made? Thanks, hugs and kisses. Dimu, I get free stubs every time the showdown menu gets slow as hell, and when people use Hater and King when I don't see my ranked record in the game, and when the PCI shrinks on sliders too, better address that as well. Other people, glitch fixers, DC glitchers, rank bots, market bots. Nope. Free terrible pack odds. Yep. Pedro, who I guess he's a content creator. He said, lamest tone deaf shit you've ever done. Worry about the actual product and gameplay when you wouldn't have people taking advantage of stub exploits. Read the room. Gutfox, Big W, how dare people better a team through the game instead of spending money on stubs. All we know is, as we all know, it's only fair and balanced experience if you pay for the advantage. Thuni, most tone deaf developer team of sports title in America. This is insane. Nike Boys, hold up. You're telling me that the entire community you get is going to get banned because of a pack glitch. This was a mistake on your end. If you ban one of us, ban everyone that used it. And then again, are you kidding me with this? Some people saying they lost the entire game. All the people that use the exploit mad as hell. Then Boys was laughing. The rest of us were doing nothing. I disagree with this take. A lot of people sort of doing the whole fix Josh and Hater. Didn't use the exploit, but you can ban me until the next meaningful game patch. Icevert, who he's been around here. Before you look at my account, I did that. Please fix Hater and King. A lot of people sort of saying the same thing. Hey, can we add any cheaters and ban them? This is the ranked. A lot of it's the same thing where basically where everyone's on the same page here of saying this is the thing that you're choosing to stick up to. Is this now? Granted, there are other creators who have brought this up before. I don't think I mentioned it because I didn't really talk about it. Granted, I think this is more so funny, mainly because they kept saying, for the record, this is PR and legal because they kept using that word, exploit. They kept talking exploit, which means the devs. This wasn't intended use by the devs. Well, man, no kidding, Sherlock. But I don't know if anyone's really gonna get banned. First and foremost, this fight be an empty threat. They're saying they are. I don't know what this means. If your account got banned for doing this, can you comment below for me? I'm curious. I honestly think this is a hollowed threat. I don't think they're going to ban a lot of people. I think a good number of people use it. I know creators used it. So I don't really anticipate an actual giant ban wave per se. I don't. I personally don't. To be honest with you, I think they're gonna get a few people, but I don't think it's gonna be this massive thing where it's a good chunk of the people are gone. Granted, a lot of people are cheering for this. I'm not. I think this is idiotic. I think they're just trying to cover their own butts. To be honest with you, between kind of like what Kyle said, and he talks about it a lot of the time, the lies about shrinkage, on the sliders. Even Dimmu says it too. I think they're in a terrible spot in terms of development, and the fact that we don't have anyone being fired or have heard someone being fired from the studio is outrageous to me. This, and I said this before, if you watch some of my pre stuff, or I crashed out on the main guy because I said he must have worked for a while, because this is Bobby Kodak shit. For those who know who Bobby Kodak is, Bobby Kodak took over Blizzard and ruined World of Warcraft. And you can kind of see his tendrils sort of spreading because these motherfuckers just go everywhere, especially in California, where SDS is. It's not uncommon for, studios to share vomit and shit. So I'm kind of wondering if the hired devs came from somewhere else, and this is just kind of them. We know a lot of the devs don't play the games. I know the live content guys do, and this isn't really on them. This is on the devs. This is on development, who probably don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't play their games and have to react this way. It is the only reason I can think of that something like this, one, can happen. Two, recourses like this. I find this stupid beyond belief. Again, if you're a band, comment down below. If you are, I've never seen anything like this in my time. At least to what it feels like a very weird, I don't know. I think it's fucking weird. Are they going to ban a shit ton of people? Maybe. I think they're going to ban a couple to make an example of. Good luck on this one. I know some people have said, oh, they're probably going to get sued over this. I don't think they're going to get sued over it, because they're going to say, we didn't intend for it to be this way. And anyone with the brain's going to be like, yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. However, it's a bad day, I think, for SDS. It's a bad day for Emily the Show fans. I think you're seeing the death of a company, a death of an engine, and a death of a franchise in real time. And it's really, really sad. But with all that being said, let me know down below, were you affected by this? And do you think this is the start of something different here? I think they're panicking internally, and this is sort of what happens. So with all that being said, my name is Specs, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.